Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Thursday Shuffle. I am your host, MrBevers. That's right, we're back again. I'm gonna open up 2 random packs from this random assortment of packs here. We've got 8 packs here. We've got Dominaria, Ravnica Allegiances, Core 2020, Theros Beyond Death Collector's Booster Pack, New Phyrexia, Ultimate Masters, Throne of Eldraine Collector's Booster Pack, and 8 Guilds of Ravnica Booster Pack. So without further ado, let's shuffle up the packs and find 2 to open and see what kind of cool things we can find. Alright. Boom. There we are. Let's get our trusty D8. There it is. 3. Okay, and 8. So the one off the bottom. And ready? 1, 2, 3. Ooh, we get to crack some spicy packs this week. It's gonna be some sweet, sweet stuff right there. We've got a Theros Collector's Booster Pack and a new Phyrexia Booster Pack. Okay, what do we want to open first? There's so much that could go on in here. I honestly don't even know what I could be finding in new Phyrexia that's, interesting. Let me take a quick peek here and just see if I can find... where are we here? New Phyrexia? Yeah, let's go there. There's some spicy stuff. We've got, of course, Karn, right? Elish Norn. These are mythics, right? So you want to be looking at, let's look at the uncommons. There's a bunch of uncommons. Holy moly. Triumph of the Hordes is an uncommon worth like $10. My goodness. There's some crazy... Okay, we're going to open the new Phyrexia pack first. The cool thing about new Phyrexia is that if you didn't play during this time, this is when they introduced Phyrexian Mana. And Phyrexian Mana was an interesting little concept where... you were able to pay life instead of the 1 mana symbol, essentially. So you'll see a couple cards here probably. So we've got Viridian Harvest, Sensor Splicer, Flameborn Viron, Toxic Nim, also Infect was big during this set, Remember the Fallen, Numbing Dose, Volt Charge, Shriek Raptor. I don't know if there's actually any commons. I didn't look. Do we have any commons that we need to be looking? Gitaxian Probe and Mutagenic Growth. Okay, those are obvious ones to me. Just because I've seen them a lot over my course of my career. Pestilent Soul Eater. I'm sorry, I guess I missed that. Impaler Shrike. Okay, so now we're into uncommons. In the uncommons, we have Shrine of Piercing Visions. Again, we still... Okay, so actually, sorry, let's look at this one here. This, our first Phyrexian mana symbol is right there on this card, where it is essentially a black mana. So you can pay a black, or you can pay 2 life. That's what this means, because it's a black symbol, or it's got kind of like the blackish background, and then it says in the flavor text, or like the rules text, I should say, not the flavor text, the rules text, it says here, pay a swamp or 2 life, right? So they do classify it on all of the cards as well, just so that there is no confusion. So we've got Shrine of Piercing Vision, and of course that is not one of the uncommons we're looking for. Let's see. There is one shrine that's close, and it's the Burning Rage Shrine. Whip Flare is not on the list, I don't believe. And then Fallen Pharaohmancer, also not on the list. Surprisingly, we didn't really get a lot of Phyrexian mana cards here in this pack, which is kind of interesting. We only got the 1. We did get another... This is another Infect card, though. It's kind of cool. So it's a pinger for 2. Instead of just pinging for tapping, it pings for 2 mana. But because it has Infect, it deals its ping damage and -1/-1 counters to creatures, which is pretty cool. And then our rare... Hey, a Spellskite! That's not bad. That's pretty good. I'll take it. I don't know where that comes in these days. It's come down quite a bit. This used to be like a $40 rare, like back in the day. I don't know where it's sitting at these days. Where did it come in at? Let's see. Can I actually see this specific card? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so it was $40 right around the time that what was that? Oath of the Gatewatch came out. Like, it spiked from $20 to $40, and then it slowly dropped back down. And then when it got back to the $20, it kept going. And so now it's down to about $7, which is not crazy good. Or it's about $8. It looks like $8. But still a sweet card. This card is really, really good, so that's cool. Then you got your poison counter and a swamp. This is the cool little poison counter that came in this set. I have so many of those. I have like a whole brick of them because like each pack basically had a poison counter in it, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, Spellskite's a nice hit. It's a good hit. We'll take it. Doesn't pay for the pack by any means, because the packs of New Phyrexia now are like pretty expensive, just because of the things you can pull out of the set. But that's okay. So, Theros Beyond Death Collector's Pack. These are interesting. If you haven't seen any of the other videos done by other people, or haven't seen my video where I opened up a couple packs already of this, where we talk about that, it's an interesting little thing. So, this is commons. You're going to get a bunch of commons. So, we get Final Death, Iroas' Blessing, basic lands. So, you get basic lands in the common slot in foil. So like this island looks sweet in foil with the chains and like the weird little like lines of like waterfalls or whatever it is. It looks really cool. But basic lands in the common slot in the foils in here feels a little underwhelming for a collector's pack, right? Especially when you know there's the full art like spacey looking lands in foil, right? And you get 2 in each of these packs. So like you're getting like 3 or 4 lands out of a pack sometimes, right? Relentless Pursuit, Starlit Mantle, and then you're into the uncommons, right? So you get 6 commons, right? And then the uncommons you get, I think, 2, Enemy of Enlightenment and Impending Doom. And then now we should be into our lands, right? So now we get 2 full art lands, plains, sweet, and a mountain, sweet. I'll take them. Very nice. And then I think you get your like auxiliary card or whatever it's called, or ancillary card or whatever they call it. So this is an Underworld Sentinel. This is one of the ones that comes out of, I believe, the theme boosters this time. So this is like a 4/5 for 5, 3 and 2 black, and it says whenever it attacks, exile target creature card from your graveyard. When it dies, put all the cards exiled with it onto the battlefield. Seems pretty neat. Interesting little card there. Then you get your full art or your extended art, rare or mythic, from the set. This is Phoenix of Ash for us. Not a bad little card. It's good in limited. It might see play. I would assume it'll probably see some play in mono red or red devotion at some point, because it is double red for 3. Like a 3-drop with double red in it is pretty good for like a mono red deck. Then you get a foil, rare, or mythic, which could be extended art, and in our case it is. We got Dalakos, Crafter of Wonders. This is the cool new like commander that does things with artifacts. So that's an interesting one. This is something like, this might be something that people who are building that commander deck would be looking at to have for their commander, because it's the extended foil, which is pretty cool. So we'll take that. Then you get like, what do you get after that? It's like you get a guaranteed saga or constellation card, right? I think is how it works. Maybe it's like a rare saga or a constellation card, and then you get a foil constellation card, right? I think that's how this works. It's such a weird assortment of things at the back end of these packs. So we got Timurit Calls the Dead as our rare. This should have been a constellation card and or a foil constellation card, either mythic or uncommon. But they also put the sagas in here for some reason. I don't know if you can get the uncommon sagas in this slot. That would be really strange if that was the case. I don't know. And then, ooh, a foil constellation Erebos. All right, we'll take it. And then, of course, you get your foil token at the end. Wow, cool. So, I mean, like, that pack was pretty good for us. We got a nice Erebos constellation in foil. We got the Dalakos in foil extended art. We hit 2 nice foil lands, of course. We ended up with, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rares or mythics out of this pack. So there you go. Like, a pack containing 5 rares or mythics is pretty good, I would say, regardless of what kind of value or playability those cards have. Getting that many rares or mythics out of one pack is pretty insane. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I have been your host, MrBevers. This has been a Thursday shuffle. We opened up some pretty spicy stuff today. Tune in next week. We'll be shuffling up these 6 packs with 2 more packs that will be different than what we opened today. We will be adding packs back every week, essentially. So we'll take 2 out, add 2 back, and the 2 we add in will always be different than what we opened the week that we opened them. So we won't be adding in a new Phyrexia pack or a Theros Collector's pack next week. So that way, every week will be something a little bit different. You'll always end up with something different. Even if you somehow manage to shuffle and roll and hit those packs, they won't be there, so it doesn't matter. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've been your host, MrBevers, and as always, may your pulls ever be better.